All right, hey everybody. So today my supraglottic squeeze is not kicking in that much, and I know that I was supposed to take a rest, but I decided to work on my voice a little bit, see where my voice is at. So I'm gonna work around, or I should say mess around with some low larynx sounds. I'm gonna really get into a really loud volume in my chest voice and really exercise that part of the range and see what I can do with it. Okay, so let's say I'm here. Ah, 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 eh, eh. It's hard. It's different because I don't usually lean that much down there. Actually, I physically couldn't lean that much down there. Part has to do with my squeeze problem because it doesn't allow me to get that loud. But also it's part technique as well. Of course, I mean, I want to say it's mostly technique. I also want to say that hopefully one day my squeeze problem will go away completely. If I just get my technique at a really, really high level, very efficient. In other words, if I can use my voice in a very efficient manner, hopefully they will go away one day, but let's see. So I'm gonna use some sound examples here real quick. Low larynx stuff, classical opera technique. All right. There's just so many different ways that you can form the vowels, and it's really hard to know which one's the right one. I mean, they all feel fairly good. I'm making sure that I'm not pushing my voice, in a wrong way. I mean, I'm not really pushing. I'm just getting loud, making sure I have that support going on and whatnot, and see what I can do with it. So I'll go back a little bit. Ah, ah. Because if I do an octave higher, so I kind of like get that type of sound. And what I feel like is that the larynx is in a very different position, so it's almost like, I mean, it is covered, but from like a visualization perspective, I do feel like there's a shift there, and it happens somewhere around that E flat 4 D4. I'll show you. Pardon. So it should be that note, my bad. I'm starting on a B flat 3. And I get that, right? The top is a B flat 4 in the middle of my second bridge. Takes a lot of support. It certainly gets quite loud. But yeah, the higher notes feel, I mean, of course the higher notes are harder. There's more engagement. I can definitely feel this whole part engaging. But the lower note, it's a different kind of feeling. That gets really loud as well. Okay, so don't get me wrong. I'm not sure how much this condenser mic is picking, but there you go. There's the squillo. And I can even lower the larynx there too. It gets more. But I'm not sure in terms of opera which one's the right one. So that's why I'm making this video, so that you guys can tell me. I might be making a sound that's not opera at all, but I'm just going by sound here, going by feeling, making sure that I'm not hurting myself. But I do like I do feel like, you know, I'm working my voice and I'm not, you know, pushing my voice too much or anything, and it feels good. Doesn't hurt one bit. Okay, so yeah, let's try. Let's hear some sound examples. Give me a sec. I feel like that's more covered than and you can see that I know I'm messing up. I'm certainly messing it up because there are different. It's almost like this. Every one of those notes are in a different place. Once I kind of like get above that E4, it kind of like gets easier in the case that the placement is in the kind of same spot. Like let's say but when you come down and you want to, let's say, stay in that very loud volume, it's like something needs to change. At least for me, okay? That's just what I'm feeling right now. So yeah, I'm just practicing here, okay? I'm not, I mean, if I could get the opera sound, legit one, the real one, that would be pretty cool. But I'm just messing with low larynx and really keeping the larynx nice and low, because you guys know that I always work with a lot of high larynx stuff, so I'm trying to avoid that, okay, for a change. It's hard to get really loud down there. It's hard. All right, let's see. Wow, that almost sounds like Pavarotti. Very impressive. It's almost like a closed E. No. It almost sounds like an E. Wow, that's beautiful. That is really beautiful. Wow. It's like when you're targeting for that higher note and you get that one fairly well, but then when you come down, you kind of like lose the squeal a little bit. I'm still very loud, but not as loud as I possibly can be, because no, that's not covered. It's kind of like yelled, and there's a different feeling in terms of the throat, so I gotta be very careful with it. But yeah, almost 10 minutes long this video, but yeah, I'm just messing around with low larynx sounds. Kind of like I guess you could say I'm trying to get that opera sound. I mean, like if I can, I mean that would be really awesome. I'm just going by sound, okay, making sure that it's not going to but it has still a ring, like it has a lot of volume. Not really pushing, but really finding that proper place, and from there I can kind of like lean onto it. I mean, I've heard podcasts and where teachers work with very famous teachers, like voice teachers who've taken lessons from like really good voice teachers from Italy. Like they went there and take lessons, and they pretty much said that your voice will get more efficient as you keep on doing it. So right now, obviously, I'm new to this sort of sounds, but later down the road, like I'm still feeling those like high B flats, A4, even B4. It's getting easier, and I can lean more there without, you know, like really feeling a lot of pressure. And I know I uploaded a video here before, and over there I was really pushing for it. I was not straining, but there was definitely a lot of pressure. Okay, but yeah. So that's an A vowel, A. Okay. That's an oo. Let me see if I can do it in a medium volume. Ooh, it's very hard to back off or decrescendo or diminuendo from that loud volume, but it's easy to kind of like easier for me to kind of crescendo into the sound on that oo vowel. But I still have the flow there, but it's tough, it's tricky, and definitely feel a lot of resonance in this part of my head, I suppose, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna end my training here for the day. This was fun. I was messing around a little bit earlier, but just wanted to make this video. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace! Okay, and a little bit of high note stops. Let's try there. Oh, look at that. I'm making a goddamn video and this guy fucking shows up just in time. No, Light of Krishna, don't. I'm fucking making a video here. I'm gonna keep this raw. No edit. Work on your confidence. Alright, let's go. Ooh. Just doing a 5-tone scale like that takes a lot of pressure. It takes a shitload of pressure. Don't laugh. Come on, there's nothing to laugh here. Is there? Is there? I don't know. But it's a really tough sound. Okay, at least for me right now. Let's try an ooh. Ooh, ooh. No, lost the squealo. Ooh. Yep. Doing a scale like that with the even vibrato, that's very hard. As opposed to just landing on the note and then kind of like coming down, that's a lot easier, okay? It's that going up is like an anticipation for the high notes. You're like, oh, you're going higher. And that's when you fuck up pretty much, right? Pardon my French, but that's pretty much what happens. Because if I go, I take my breath, and as I came down, I felt like in the middle, in that G sharp 4, G4, that's where I messed up the placement a little bit. So I'm gonna do it again, okay? I gotta get that correct. Build that muscle memory. So, okay, a little bit better. It's hard. It's hard. Just sitting here and doing that takes a lot of support, a lot of energy, a lot of focus, a lot of, mental pressure as well. It's not easy, especially an oo vowel like that, a closed vowel. If I try an E is also another difficult vowel, as many of y'all are saying. So let's try E. E. So now I did it on a B4. So from a B4 to an E4, right? That felt fairly good. I think that was all right. It was pretty loud. But yeah, so that's a little bit of the higher notes. Okay, I wanted to do it before, but I was kind of like running out of time, so I had to make a separate clip. Probably gonna bring all these clips, join the clips together, and probably gonna upload it. But yeah, so that's about it. Okay, that's my training with low larynx, and let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, peace out.